What's up, y'all? This is Robert Glasper. I'm at Amoeba here in LA, and this is what's in my bag. So I'm in Miles Davis world. I've been in Miles Davis world for like 2 years of my life now because I scored the Miles Davis movie that Don Cheadle produced and directed and starred in. And then I also did an album called Everything's Beautiful, which is a tribute to Miles Davis. And I'm teaching a class at NYU this fall on Miles Davis. So this is my favorite Miles Davis record, My Smiles. I love it because it's so raw. The way they're playing the stuff is really raw. And Herbie, who's obviously one of my favorite piano players of all time. But I asked him about this record because Herbie doesn't really comp, he doesn't really like accompany everybody. He kind of leaves a whole lot of space on this album. And I thought that was really dope because it took the music somewhere else. Herbie said Miles had a way of saying things without being obvious in saying it. He told me right before they played, Miles asked him to try to do the session without using his left hand. But Herbie figured out that when he didn't use his left hand, it opened him up harmonically in his right hand. Because a lot of piano players tend to be locked into certain harmony because this is the chord, so you have to play what that says. When you take that away, now there's no rules. So stuff that normally wouldn't work kind of works because you don't have this holding you down. And that totally changed Herbie's playing. Okay, let me explain. Shut up. This album, Kenny G Silhouette, is like the first jazz album I've ever had. When I was like in 6th grade, maybe, I had the tape. I was playing clarinet at the time in stage band, and I used to want to be Kenny G. So I used to play the clarinet out the side of my mouth, like Kenny G plays the soprano sax. And the band director used to always get mad at me. Like, Robert, stop! You know, I was like 2nd, 3rd chair. I wasn't bad. And he used to get mad because I used to always do that and then do little inflections at the end of the notes and try to be like Kenny G all the time. And this record, I'll never forget this record. I played this record all the time. It's a joint. Kenny G is actually awesome. He can actually play. You know, he does the smooth jazz stuff, but he used to play with like Jeff Lorber, and like he can really deal. So I actually respect him as a musician. People make jokes and stuff like that, but make jokes if you want. But you won't be laughing when you look at his bank account. Nostalgia. Boom. Off the Wall actually used to scare me. And it starts off, ooh, and then, I used to skip over that because it scared the hell out of me all the time. So I used to literally take the needle and skip it to like more in the middle of the song because I was so scared at the beginning.
And then what did you think when Thriller came out?
I love Thriller. Yeah, I mean, that's when Michael really popped. You know what I mean? Like that Motown 25 concert when he first did the moonwalk on TV. That's when the glove came out, They had a little thing you could buy where you can make the glove yourself, the Michael Jackson kit. So they had glitter, a white glove, and all that stuff, and you can make it at home. And I used to do that, and they had the socks. I was lit. It was crazy. Oh, Bad Brains. In 2005, I was Mos Def's music director, and we used to do a lot of random songs in the band. So I would have to tell Mos to rap because he just wanted to sing a bunch of random songs all the time. Like, you know you're a rapper. People came here to hear you rap. But we used to do some Bad Brains stuff in the band and stuff, so he actually turned me on to this band. They're really awesome.
I said the strangest diseases. I said the strangest diseases. They are gonna lick you into pieces.
I got this album because I don't know what this is. It says historic radio recording, Old Waldorf, San Francisco. Some live recording. The Diary of J Dilla instrumentals. There's a lot of J Dilla instrumentals floating around, but some of the stuff I don't think I have. Dilla was one of my favorite hip hop producers of all time. I actually got a chance to hang out with him and work with him in 99. Got a chance to stay with him for like 2 weeks and jam with him at the crib and go eat and hang out and stuff like that. He's a big influence musically on me. And I say that he's like the only producer who like changed the way musicians play. You know what I mean? Like a lot of musicians are trying to play like Jay Dilla beats. That's one of the things both of my groups, my trio and my experiment, we graduated from the Jay Dilla School of Music, and we take a lot of his style and incorporate it in our playing. He knew so much about music in general. I mean, Dilla hit me to a bunch of Herbie stuff at his crib that I wasn't even hip to, and showed me where he got a lot of samples and some dope stuff, so he is missed. Boom! Isley Brothers, this is my favorite band. My dad used to play the Isley Brothers all the time at the house, and he had the record player in the garage, the whole stereo system in the garage. And I would just play along with him in the garage on my drums, you know? And he lifted the garage door up and, you know, just like a concert for the neighborhood. You know, my favorite song is probably, I have a lot of favorite songs, but the song Smooth Sailing. Nothing but smooth sailing tonight.
Anything that you want from me, my delight tonight.
Voyage to Atlantis, Footsteps in the Dark. And Ron Isley is he's such a stylist, you know what I mean? And when you hear him, you know it's him off top, you know, he's a bad dude. And people don't even know they were like a rock band before this stuff, before the soul stuff, they're a rock band, you know? The Beatles used to cop shit from them. This dude down here looked like my boy Thundercat. Tell me he don't look like Thundercat. I got Snapper and send it to Thundercat, that's hilarious. That's all I got.
Thank you so much.
Yes, that was awesome.
I want to take your class at NYU.
You should come, it's awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
So long, that's what she said. So long.
Biba.